digital work which was done during the pandemic, I think was of a uniformly high order. I think digital or data marketing used to be adjunct 7, 8 years back. Now it has become mainstream. So I think that the quality of work which we are seeing nowadays is really extraordinary. But I think I want to just talk about two or three which touched a chord because it's more, quality of the work is good, but it should strike a chord ultimately. So, for example, you had this PNG Shiksha, the great campaign, and though it is CSR, but I think the other issue which has come through is the importance of education, especially when you are without digital devices and all that. So I think education has become center stage now. It was important, but it has become even more important now. And I think the whole idea of that bit two becoming a student, a 75-year-old guy sitting on the bench or playing on the seesaw, really drove home in a very witty manner the fact that age is not a barrier to education. Now, the other thing which I liked, the other campaign which I liked was Kerala is open. And the interesting part about that, I feel, Vatsal, is the fact that it was made after the floods. It was not made for COVID or the repeated opening of the economy or travel. And so the real enduring thing of that is that it's timelessness. For example, whenever in COVID times also you had a lockdown, then you opened up. Again, that communication was salient. So what was actually made for return of travelers to Kerala post floods actually has remained salient even now. So I think the timelessness of that, I think, is something which really struck me. And also what was happening in the COVID phase is a lot of misinformation, fake news, lots of information about vaccinations, driving hesitancy, or people who are worried about after effects. There was a lot of misuse, I would say, of digital media. And so this WhatsApp campaign, which really struck home, was more relevant for a time when everything is getting disrupted, is to just basically look at a positive side, avoid rumors which lead to misinformation or vested interest getting involved. Just share the joy of being together. More so when you're at home and you have much more family time. So again, that was something which was very relevant to the times we were living in. Ignore rumors, focus on joy and positivity. So I think these three really, in that sense, became more salient, I would say, in the last 18 months.